Friends, big news is coming from Bihar as far as the issue of social justice is concerned. Bihar government has started caste census in the state. You know it very well. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has given the order that caste census should be done, and JDU, which is led by Nitish Kumar, is supported by RJD, Lalu Prasad Yadav's Rashtriya Janata Dal. RJD and Lalu Prasad Yadav have been raising the issue of caste census for a long time, and it is a very positive move that finally caste census has started in Bihar. It was started on January 7th. According to media reports, the caste census would be done in two phases. In the first phase, informations about households will be collected, and in the second phase, informations about citizens, social, economic, educational and caste status would be recorded. Friends, this is really very important event in Indian history, particularly Indian politics. Mainstream media, which is busy with creating hatred, creating that narrative, is not paying much attention, and whenever it is being reported, it is being projected as if that Nitish Kumar has created a space for further division of the society on caste line. The reality is not like this. Friends, reports from newspapers are coming, and they have said that by the end of the May this year, the caste census in Bihar will be completed. Why caste census is important? Because whenever government is going to make any policies or intending to make any policies for addressing the social and economic and educational backwardness of marginalized community, often the argument is being given that how could such policies be made for any particular sections when the government does not have proper data. Friends, we have to also keep in mind that reservations for economically weaker sections, which is known as EWS, has been given. Now it is being implemented, but when the same question is asked from the government that do you have sufficient data to say that upper caste people have become really poorer than the other marginalized community, other non-upper caste people, the central government does not give proper data. But when it comes to the issues related to Dalits and OBCs and minorities, then the data, the information is being asked, and it is said that such policies is intended to divide society. Friends, it is not being realized that Indian society is based on caste hierarchy, where upper caste are given all the privileges, they have access to lands, they have all the properties, and even at modern educational institutes like colleges, university, media houses, business houses, they are all dominating. But when it comes to making any policies for the lower caste people, it will be argued by the mainstream media that such policies will divide, will weaken Indian society. So friends, the move of Nitish Kumar is very important, very relevant, and it may change the course of Indian politics, because Indian politics is now being played around Hindu-Muslims issues. That is all fake. The real fault line in Indian society is caste and class inequality. And when the informations would be out, then the truth will be out, that who is having more resources, who is monopolizing the resources. That informations will be out, and hope that the politics around equality will be given a big push by this caste census. Friends, to stop this caste census, the upper caste lobby, the Brahminical lobby, they are very active. They are also trying to knock at the door of the judiciary to say that this is not legitimate to do caste census, but such challenges will be there and the political leaders must be prepared to fight those challenges. Let me go back to history and sociology. Friends, if you look at historical material on caste or sociological material on caste, there has been a denial by the mainstream sociologists and historians that caste either does not exist or caste is changing. So, to dilute the questions of caste-based inequality, the sociologist would try to negate the existence of the caste. M. N. Srinivas, you read M. N. Srinivas, Andre Bete, they would primarily argue that with the onset of modernity and secular democracy, the caste-based identity is getting weakened, and it is all through the media and politicians who are trying to keep caste consciousness alive by doing politics around that. And friends, you will also be aware of how upper caste political scientists would condemn the parties of the social justice by saying that they are all the time speaking in the interest of a particular community, they are not universal. For example, the rise of Bahujan Samaj Party in Uttar Pradesh or Lalu Prasad Yadav's RJD in Bihar or Janata Dal, they are all being condemned as if these parties are sectarian, and the old parties which have done politics around, let's say, Hindu nationalism or secularism, they are projected as parties playing universal politics. But we have to also criticize what is this universalism, and here I am remembering what Baba Sahib Ambedkar has said in his a small pamphlet, A State and Minorities, that when it comes to serving the interest of the upper caste, it is being projected as if that this is national interest. On the other hand, any legitimate demands and the issues of the lower caste minorities, they are all demonized as sectarian, as communal. So we have to also understand the politics of sectarian, communal versus secular and universal. When Dalit start demanding legitimate rights, they are being projected as express sectarian interest. On the other hand, the Hindu upper caste will always serve their own interest in the garb of serving the nation or serving Hindu community. 80% of the Hindu community, the so-called Hindu community, remain marginalized. Friends, at this university where I am sitting in JNU, if you come and visit, you will find that there are hardly OBC professors at the department. Why OBC professors are not there? You will find there will be very few Dalits, Adivasis professors teaching here. Lower caste people are deliberately denied in the name of the merit, while the upper caste people, while using their network, they will always try to project themselves as meritorious. Not only educational institute, but even media. You will go, how many Dalit editors you will find it. If you go to villages, you will find that the lands are being controlled, being owned by a few upper caste people. And even the government records say that 70% of Dalits do not own alien land, or they own very little land. So the economy has also its relations with caste. Who will own wealth will be determined by your birth in a particular community. So sometimes this argument is being given that are not upper caste people are also poor. So why can't we talk about the issue of poverty instead of the caste and community and other religious identity? This is very fantastic when you hear it at the first time, that such argument is being given to delegitimize the politics of the lower caste. So a good number of upper caste people have become poor, they do not have jobs, they do not have educational facility. These are very, very legitimate demands. But when we go and see poverty in lower caste, in Adivasi, among scheduled caste, you will find that compared to the higher caste people, members, the lower caste people are more poor, they are more poor, they are more backward, they are more educationally marginalized, they do not have much wealth, they do not have any caste network. So, they are double marginalized, they are more and more marginalized, they are poor, they are discriminated on the basis of the caste, and even the civil and political rights which were given by the constitutions to Dalits and Adivasis and other marginalized community, they are not being fully implemented on the ground. The reason is very simple, that we have a caste society which is inegalitarian and we have a political society which is egalitarian. So, the politics, in the domain of the politics, you can contest elections, you can enter assemblies, but when it comes to the real theatre of history, the civil society, the villages, the cities, your households, you will find that caste-based inequality, gender-based inequality and class-based inequalities are very much rampant, and the language of the liberal democracy does not address those issues, because liberal democracy talks about only equality of opportunity. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, he said these things long back, 70 years back, that Indian democracy is going to enter in a contradictions, while we have a political democracy where all people are equal. On the other hand, people in social and economic domain, they are unequal. Even in the religious domain, people are not equal. Few castes are monopolizing religious institutions. Only few castes or single caste can become priest, while most of the people are treated as slaves. This is the mentality. Untouchability is still being practiced, and political domains are being dominated by the upper caste lobby. Even in the businesses, if you go and enter the corporate houses, you will find that most of the people who are sitting or running corporate houses, they are also upper caste. Here in JNU, there has been a study that if you belong to upper caste and if you apply for jobs, your chances of getting job will be much higher than a person who is lower caste, who is Dalit, and that person is applying for the same job with same level of qualification. The caste matters, caste matters. Economy is being determined by the caste. Sukhdev Thorat, Professor Sukhdev Thorat of JNU has also argued that why caste is bad. Caste is bad because it has stopped economic growth, because people are not treated equally and all the resources are being monopolized by few castes. After 70 years of independence, some positive change has been made. We must celebrate those changes, but the mission of Ambedkar is not being completed so far. So, we have to struggle hard for doing caste census. You have to keep in mind that most of the political parties take a very contradictory and dubious position on the caste census. They want to do it and they do not want to do it also. Why it is happening? Because upper caste are dominating the political parties. We have to also keep in mind that in Bihar, when the caste census was being debated and when the pressure was mounting, then the state BJP has said that it also favors caste census. But at national level, when they are ruling from the center, the same government is not interested in doing caste census. So, the need of the hour is that we must have authentic data about caste and its relations with, what should I say, economy. Who is monopolizing wealth, who has monopolized more resources and who are being deprived. These are very, very important questions, and these questions must be answered and the government must have data. Historically, we have to keep in mind that caste census was being done till 1931, but after Second World War, caste census stopped because of that emergency situations, and in post-independent India, the government decided not to continue with the caste system. Why? Because the upper caste lobby thought that if caste census will be done, then the reality would be out. The need of the hour is that we must support this caste census movement and we all should come together. Now, the first beginning can be made that those governments who believe in secularism, they believe in social justice, they should start caste census in their own respective state, and the political leader, particularly belonging to left and Dalit Bahujan ideology, they must demand that caste census should be done at the national level.